Welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about the brand new Sonos Ace, the latest, hottest headphones on the market right now. Starting at $450, these have to beat out competitors like the Sonys, the Bose, the Sennheisers, and perhaps even the Airpods Max that cost $550, but usually are on sale for either $500 or $450, just like these. So stay tuned, let's chat. So today I'm going to be doing a little bit of a review against the Airpods Max, which I have right here. It looks like the Airpods Max and the Sony XM5s had a baby, and they came out with the brand new Sonos Ace. Now, the Airpods Max, they have this mesh material. You'll see here, you can even see through it a little bit. And the difference with the Sonos Ace is they have this plushy materials. You could squeeze it. It's like almost like a fancy foam, and it goes right back. Feels nice on your ears. Feels nice on my face right here. However, I've seen a lot of reviewers continuously say that this material on the Sonos Ace gets really warm, and it can make them sweaty as well, make your ears sweat. I've worn this on a plane trip. I've already worn them quite a bit, and I haven't experienced that, and it's almost 100 degrees where I am. So if that is a concern for you, then perhaps these are not the headphones for you. However, for me, it feels very luxurious. Right when I put it on for the first time, to me, it feels more luxurious and better and more comfortable than the AirPods Max. One thing I miss with my Sonys is that the Sonys, they would fold in, and here, I actually have them right here. These are my old Sonys, the XM4s, and look, they fold down. Love it. I don't really love the headphones, but I love this folding feature. And the AirPods Max and the Sonos Ace, they don't have that. I wish they would. I don't know why they don't have it. It's so convenient. Now, something new, if you're coming from the Sonys all have touch controls. You swipe on your ear and you could accidentally touch it and skip the next track and things like that. But with the AirPods Max and also especially the Sonos Ace they have these tactile buttons, and there's this new rocker switch here called the content key, which I think is interesting, and I like that. I also like the AirPods Max, that the digital crown that you use to change the volume and things like that. There's a little digital crown here on the AirPods Max, but with the Sonos Ace, you'll see right here, you just push up, push down, and that controls your volume. And if you push in, you can play or stop your music, push it a couple times to go to the next track, push it 3 times to go to the previous track. Now, something else that's nice, I could care less because I don't see myself really replacing these ear cups. I take pretty good care of my things, but they come out like this. And they're magnetic. So if you need to get replacements, you could easily just take this out, put new ones in, boom, you're done. Also, a nifty little feature or a little characteristic, I should say, is that you'll see the inside is green here and the inside on the left one is white. So if it's green, you know that's for your right ear and white is for your left ear. So you can't get them mixed up. You don't have to look for a tiny little L or a tiny little R telling you which way to put them on. Now, these Sonos Aces, they have been a dream. I love my AirPods Max as well, but these have been great as well. So far, they're neck and neck in my book. The Sonos Ace have been lighter than the AirPods Max. Do I notice a difference? A little bit, I do. I wouldn't say the AirPods Max are totally uncomfortable, but the Sonos Ace definitely, I would say, are a little more comfortable to me. Now, just like the AirPods Max and most of the other headphones in this category, when you take them off, if you're listening to music, they'll automatically pause your music. Both the AirPods Max and the Sonos Ace come with 40mm drivers, so they're both the same size drivers inside. But what's interesting, here's an interesting note, is that if you hook in your AirPods Max or even your Sonys to your computer or your iPad, iPhone, anything, wired, you don't need a battery. You don't need the battery to be charged. You don't need anything really powered wise. It'll still play. It's called passive mode. However, with the Sonos Ace, you actually do need the battery to be charged to listen to it with the wire plugged in, with the USB-C. And that's a little interesting because it's my understanding all the other headphones in this category support passive mode, while this doesn't. Now, you get plenty of battery life on the Sonos Ace. You get 30 hours. It's rated at 30 hours. And with my AirPods Max, I get 20 hours. To me, it doesn't make that much of a difference. I usually listen on my plane rides if I'm going coast to coast with perhaps a few hour layover. That's like 10 hours tops, so I'm good either way. But the Sonos Ace, 30 hours rated. AirPods Max, 20 hours rated. Now, I have to say, for the ANC or noise cancellation, that both of these are top notch. Again, I used them on a plane ride. I tried using both, see the difference, and I couldn't really tell much of a difference. They seem pretty much the same to me. I think if I had to choose one, I actually might choose the Sonos. And again, I'm just having to choose one. That's after straining and really thinking about it. But the normal day-to-day listening, I couldn't really tell a difference. I think they were both excellent at drowning out that engine noise, that low hum, and I really couldn't hear any babies crying. Maybe there weren't any babies crying, but I couldn't hear any conversations, things like that. So they both did really excellent for noise cancellation. Now, as you probably heard, they both support dynamic head tracking with spatial audio and Dolby Atmos support, which I think is great for movies and shows. Something really interesting about the Sonos Ace is that you plug this in for 3 minutes and you're gonna get 3 hours of charge. That's amazing. If you're completely dead here, 3-minute charge, that's it. I mean, while you're on the toilet, you could charge it and you'll have almost 3 hours. Now, also, the Sonos Ace supports being connected to 2 devices at the same time. Even though you could still pair to additional devices, what's important is that it can connect to 2 devices ready to stream at the same time. Now, we'll touch on that in just a minute with my experience on this. Now, I want to give a shout out to Stephen Robles, his channel, for having a great review of the new Sonos Ace. I also listened to his Apple Music playlist when comparing the Sonos Ace against the Apple Airpods Max, and I agree that the bass was slightly lacking when compared to the Airpods Max. Now, I'm a percussionist myself, so the low end and bass are really important to me. Now, one nice new feature to see is that the Sonos Ace actually supports lossless audio over Bluetooth. I think these are the first headphones that support lossless over Bluetooth. However, there is a caveat. It only works with Android devices that have the Qualcomm Snapdragon Sound aptX for lossless. Now, since I have an iPhone, I can't take advantage of this feature, unless I'm directly plugged in over USB-C. But who plugs their headphones into anything anyway over a wire? It's 2024, come on. Now, I'm a big Sonos fan. I have a full setup in my family room. I have Sonos Arc. I have 2 of the Era 300s and Sub-Gen 3 as well. Now, you've probably heard of this feature called the TV audio swap feature, and that's exclusive to the Sonos Aces. However, what this allows you to do is connect your Ace to your Sonos Arc soundbar, if you have one. Later in the year, it's supposed to come out to the other soundbars, the Ray and the Beams. However, we'll see when that actually occurs through an update. Also, some have experienced problems connecting their Sonos Ace using this new TV audio swap feature. I haven't had that issue, but I have seen reviewers have an issue with that, and I heard that there is a firmware update coming out to help that be more consistent. Now, if the TV audio swap feature isn't working for you, you can connect these through Bluetooth to, let's say, an Apple TV if you have one, or to your TV directly. However, you are going to lose out on that Dolby Atmos feature, which this has to be connected to a Sonos Arc, which is my understanding, in order to take advantage of the Dolby Atmos support. And of course, comparing that to the AirPods Max just seamlessly connect to your Apple TV, and you get everything fully supported right there through the Apple TV, including Dolby Atmos support. Now, I personally won't be using the TV audio swap feature because I just listen out of the TV. I love my Sonos system with the speakers. Also, if the concern at night is waking up my kids, so I'll put on my Sonos Ace and try not to wake up the kids. That ain't gonna happen with the 3 kids, because I gotta keep my ears open, listen if they wake up and are doing something naughty, like I used to do. So let's talk about how these sound when taking a call. Now, Personally, I don't, all this whole category of headphones, I think are horrible when it comes to talking on the phone. I'm not a fan of taking calls on my headphones, as I find all of them are subpar compared to just regular old AirPods or your AirPods Pros. Now, when recording my voice on any over-the-air headphones, it's just a matter if my voice sounds more or less robotic, but it's always going to be robotic. While I won't take calls on this, it's still miles ahead of my Sony XM4s though. I do have to give it that. Now, this is such a tough choice choosing between the Apple Airpods Max and the new Sonos Ace. What's really important to me is the seamless switching between multiple Apple devices on the fly, which Apple AirPods Max hands down beats out any other headphones, of course, coming from Apple. Now, when I'm on a plane, I do switch between my devices a lot. I'll be on takeoff. I'll usually have my phone or my iPad in my hands, watching a movie or a show. And then once we take off, I'll switch to my laptop, maybe do a little bit of work. And I love the seamless switching of the AirPods Max. Now, coming from the Sony XM4s, it was a nightmare. They would not switch seamlessly at all. In order to switch from my iPad to my Mac, I actually have to take out my phone or on the iPad and use the Sony app to manually switch it to my Mac. Or I have to disable Bluetooth on my iPad or my phone so that my Mac will pick up the Sonys. It was horrible. It's such a pain. Now, in my testing with the Sonos Ace of switching between devices, at first I found switching between two different devices on the Sonos Ace was just like my Sonys. It was horrible. I then forgot, oh, you know what? There is an update available, and I did the update, and the update seemed to help it get a little better. And I went from my iPhone to my Mac. All I had to do was click connect on my Mac, and it connected. I was able to listen, no problem. But when I went back from Mac to iPhone, my iPhone was having problems picking up and connecting to these and playing. So it would connect over Bluetooth technically, but when I was trying to click on these or choose these on my iPhone, the Sonos Ace, to play, it just wouldn't happen. After a while, it started getting a little better, and then it started becoming more seamless. So I do have to give it to Sonos, even though there's a little troublesome at first, that it did get better after perhaps 10 minutes after the update. Now, this is very important to me. As I mentioned, I do switch between my devices a lot. My iPhone, my iPad, and my Mac. Rarely my Apple TV, but on the plane, I do switch between those three devices a lot. And so with that said, while it's a tough choice, I decided to stick with my AirPods Max because it has more of what I need, which is easily switching between all my Apple devices. In terms of sound quality, I think they are so close. Both of them, they're so close. The noise cancellation, I think, is, again, so close. And just because I'm in the Apple ecosystem and I need to seamlessly move between devices, that is the sole reason I'm sticking with my AirPods Max. Now, if I was in the Apple ecosystem but didn't need to switch between devices on the fly so often, or if I wasn't in that Apple ecosystem altogether, perhaps I'd stick with the Sonos, because the Sonos, I think it's more premium feeling, which I really like. It's lighter. And I personally just like the look of it a little better. It's a tiny bit smaller. The ear cup is a tiny bit smaller. Perhaps if you have huge ears, sorry for laughing, the AirPods Max might be a little more comfortable for you. But I really like the design of this, just and the feel of it better than the AirPods Max. The only thing that would keep me away from the AirPods Max, in addition, would be if the Sonos were just miles ahead and blew the AirPods Max out of the water in terms of sound quality. But they are so neck and neck to me that I have to stick with the AirPods Max for the reason I just stated, which is the seamless switching. But really, that's it. The sound quality and noise cancellation, which I think are the two most important parts about headphones, they're just neck and neck. Now, if you're thinking of going with the AirPods Max, I'd still hold off because there's so much talk, there's so many rumors about the AirPods Max 2 coming out. These still have that lightning connector. And so now with your iPads, your MacBooks, the new iPhone 15s and up, they all have USB-C connections. So with a lightning connection, you just have to carry around another separate cable to make these charge. If you're thinking about purchasing the brand new Sonos Ace, or despite what I just said, you still want to get your AirPods Max, click on the link in the description below for a quick Amazon delivery, and thanks for watching.